The largest day shelter for people who are homeless in Roanoke has outgrown its home and is looking for a new location.
Ram House, or Roanoke Area Ministries, is open 365 days a year, and organizers say they want to expand their services. Melissa Woodson is the executive director of the Roanoke Area Ministries. She joins us this midday to tell us more and how you can help. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So our first question is, tell us, for folks who don't know, about the services that Ram does offer every single day, and can you also tell us how many people actually come to the Ram House looking for help?
A lot. We actually have the area's largest day shelter, and we can have 45 to 70 people a day, depending on the time of the month and what's going on with people. Last year, 66% of our clients were not sheltered overnight. So they're the most vulnerable people. They have a lot of mental health issues and they have a lot of substance abuse issues. So there's that piece of it. And then we can feed, including the day shelter people and the community at large, we can feed anywhere from 140 to 220 people a day, every day of the year. We also have breakfasts for our shelter clients, and we provide them with things they need to, clean up and get ready for the day. The other big thing that we do, a third of our budget goes directly into people's rents and their utilities to keep them from becoming homeless in the first place. One of the things I'm so proud of is we actually housed 125 people, including 30 children, who were on the streets last year, who did not have a place to stay. So Ram House, with a very limited budget and a very small staff, we do a lot. Yeah. We really do.
Well, let me ask you this. With the way the economy is currently, have you seen or noticed a change in who's coming to the Ram House seeking assistance?
Have we ever? One of the things I want to mention is the fixed income folks, the elderly and the disabled. We didn't see a lot of these people before, but what's happening in Roanoke post-COVID is rents and utilities are going up. People's rents are going up $200 or $300 a month. So these people who were getting by before are no longer doing that. And we have so many people at our doors asking us for assistance. We helped about 2,500 people stay in their homes last year. And thankfully, through the Roanoke Times Good Neighbors Fund, we get quite a lot of money. Like I think I mentioned $300,000 last year to keep them housed.
Wow. Now I understand that Ram House wants to expand, so can you explain to us what kind of services you hope to go along with that when you find a new facility?
We do an amazing job with basic need. We do an amazing job. But this board wants to do more. We want to keep Roanoke from becoming an area of high homelessness rates. So our goal is to become a more clinical setting. We want to be able to have the office space to have NA and AA meetings and perhaps a small clinic on site where we can have residents come and treat some of the people in the shelter, especially our people who suffer from mental health issues, because currently we have Support Services LLC come in on Mondays, but they have very little mental health help. So it's our goal to go that extra step, and we do have a donor who wants to buy us a building. So that's why we are coming forth. It's very hard to find a building. There's a lot of not in my backyard issues. And we want to be, close to downtown where other services are, so that's very important to us. And I really don't think that the building is going to happen because we're talking to realtors. There's a lot of empty space that's not for sale, and you can't tell me that people in Roanoke, when they hear the story, aren't going to care enough that somebody's not going to come forward with a building or a warehouse or some place where we can go. I really believe it's going to happen. We're just doing a campaign to try to get the message out. That's why we're so grateful you asked me to come on today.
Yeah, it's going to take the entire community to come out and help. So on that note, what do you need from community members? Where can they learn more information? How can they donate? Fill us in.
We have a wonderful website. It's www.raminc.org. We actually have a landing page there for folks who have ideas about what they know regarding finding a building. And we think people know each other. They're going to be talking about this. We of course have a donate button on there, and and anybody's welcome. We also have a volunteer form on there, and the other thing that's magical at Ram House is the number of people that bring us food. You can imagine with all these people that we're feeding, we get about $6,000 a year from FEMA funds for food, but most of the rest of it's private funding. And the reason we're able to do this is because the community is so wonderful about bringing us food and coffee cups. And I hear we're low on cereal bowls right now. So, those kind of things are really going to help us.
Yeah.
It's the small things.
Absolutely.
The small things,
Yeah.
but they're big things.
Yes.
And the community in here, I have no doubt that this is going to happen, because I think that Southwest Virginia and Roanoke, they're such giving people. Somebody's going to care,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to come through.
All right, Melissa Woodson, Executive Director of the Roanoke Area Ministries, thanks so much for joining us.